Hi everyone, welcome to Spirit of the Witch. This is Veronica, and today I just want to do a brief talk about honoring your ancestors. This is a great way to connect to spirit, to your ancestors, to past loved ones, for advice or just to honor them during prayer, during meditation. I do have an ancestral altar myself, but I really don't like to show it because it's very, it's something very personal. But this is just a little makeshift altar, a bit of an example of what I have on my own altar. This does go on my, this is always on my ancestral altar. As you can see there, it's just a skull, just representation of the afterlife, and he has a cigar in his mouth, which I always keep in there. But what I do is when I take time at my ancestral altar, I light up the cigar and I smoke it and I blow smoke on it, sort of as a form of an incense, but also the spirits are attracted to tobacco smoke. So, and it would be cigar, not a cigarette. It would have to be a cigar. That's just what's been traditionally used. It's been used by Native Americans and lots of other traditions. It's used in hoodoo, obviously in any form, any type of, any modality of witchcraft, because witchcraft is witchcraft no matter what. This goblet of water offers refreshment and energy to the spirits. And I also have a candle I will light for you right now. I always have a candle lit on my ancestral altar. And sorry, I got a little bit distracted. I have a guardian angel candle that's been lit since yesterday, and it's really just very active right now. And I just saw it from the corner of my eye, and it just looks beautiful. The flame is just bouncing around and very bright and very large, so that's a good sign. This one here is very, very still. So I always have a candle lit at my ancestral altar, and the flame is just for light and energy, so that so that they have warmth, strength, comfort, and it's also as a guide, and it's like an invitation to them. This candle is, again, water is for their refreshment, just for their enjoyment, and water also retains a lot of energy as well. So, and I light up incense. Now these flowers back here that you see, they're imitation flowers, but I do like to have, every now and again, I haven't done it in a while myself, but every now and again I like to place fresh flowers on the altar, just as something peaceful, something enjoyable, something refreshing, something to lighten up the energy. So, but I don't have any right now, so I just put these artificial flowers here, which I usually have for Oshun. I'm going to go ahead and light this cone incense here. Actually, I'll just use the flame. And I use sage, I use the stick incense, I use cone incense. Usually on my altar, well, lately on my altar, I've been using stick incense. But I'll just let that, I think I'm going to go ahead and light another one here. Smells very nice. Now the incense has to do, it represents air. Excuse me, I can't get my throat clear this morning. And there we go. And it lifts the vibration, it raises the vibration in the area on your altar and makes it light and comforting and healing. Now as far as prayers or chants or affirmations, you can pretty much do anything that you want. But this I got from a book by Ray Buckland, and I'm very happy with it. I had been looking for something because as far as words go, or making up my own chants or words of power, sometimes I just hit a block and words don't come to me. And I found this in this book, and it's really great. I'm just going to go over it briefly. What I first do when I come to the ancestral altar is I say, because my roots are Roman Catholic, I use some Roman Catholic prayers during my rituals, during all of my rituals, just because those are my roots and they work for me. So you use whatever works for you, whatever your roots are, whatever resonates with you is best, because it has more energy, it has more high vibration, and I'm tripping out on this incense, how it just goes, it's just, there's like just two, I'm pretty sure you can see them, two smoke lines going up, but I don't think I've ever seen it do that before. It just goes right straight up. But use whatever resonates with you. Your words of power, affirmations, prayers, whatever feel good to you is fine. You make it your own. You know, we all have our particular gifts and abilities as individuals, whether we're witches, mediums, or just like to honor our ancestors. It's all good. Okay, so I usually start off with the Apostles' Creed, and for those of you who have Roman Catholic background, you know what that is. And then I go on to say these words: blessings to all my departed ancestors. And I pay my respects to my great-great-grandparents, pay my respects to my great-grandparents, I pay my respects to my grandparents, and I usually name the names if I know them. Obviously, my great-great-grandparents, I don't think anybody remembers them in my family right now, but we only have so many elders left in my family, and they can't remember a lot. But if you do know their names, name them. If you don't, you don't have to either. You're still there. You're still paying respects. You're still honoring them in their presence, calling them in to spend time with you and guide you and just be with you. And I go down the list: grandparents, great aunts, great uncles, my aunts, my uncles. And then I pay my respects to all my deceased relatives, known and unknown. I pay my respects to my spirit guides, known and unknown. Accept this cool water that you may be refreshed. Accept this light and energy so that you may have warmth, comfort, and strength. Your presence is greatly missed here on earth. Forget not your descendants. May you continue to bring us your guidance and wisdom, peace in our lives, and health and prosperity for our home. Thank you, I love you, and so it is. And that's it. That's pretty much what I do. After that, I go through an Our Father and a decade of Hail Marys. And then I just sit in quiet and I meditate, and I just wait for messages, or I just am in their presence, at peace. I have peace of mind. I have quieted my mind. And so, yeah. I hope this wasn't too boring for you. I really didn't do much except just have this here for you to for you to look at. Just like I said, this is just a makeshift altar. I know a lot of people put their altars out there, but it's something very personal to me. It's where I spend my time with my ancestors, honoring them, praying, meditating. It's a very personal time, so I don't really like to put it out there. But you can make it as simple and elaborate as you want. My altar is about 5 feet long to 3 feet wide. I have things that represent my my ancestors that I knew that have passed. If you know who your spirit guides are, or some of your spirit guides anyway, you can put something that represents them. Like say you have, that you have a Native American spirit guide. You can You can, that tobacco, that cigar there, every time, if you smoke it, that would be good for them. Let me see, if you, of course, everyone has angels. You can put a little statue of an angel. If you had an aunt that you were close with and she just loved bells, you can put a bell on your altar to represent her with a picture of her. I have pictures from those in my family that have passed as well. So that's it. You can make it as personal as you want, as elaborate as you want, as simple as you want. I always have that cup of water, a candle, that skull with cigar. When I spend time at the altar, I always burn incense. You can leave them offerings. A day comes that you know, you cook something that you remember, oh, this was my grandma's favorite. Well, what I do is I put a portion of that food in a little plate and I place it on my altar. You can place fruit, you can place candy, whatever resonates with you, whatever you remember. Oh, hey, Grandpa liked this. You know what? I'm going to put that bottle of Dr. Pepper on the altar for a little while, just so that he can use it. And you don't have to throw that food away. If you leave it there, if you just leave it there for a little while, you can take it, because then it's been blessed by them. You've offered it to them. It's got their good energy. And you can eat it. You can eat the orange that you leave as an offering. You can eat that slice of cake that you left as an offering. You can drink that Dr. Pepper, you know. And that's it. That's all I have to say for now. If you have any questions, please leave them and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is Spirit of the Witch. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love and light.